Good evening. This is Chris with Mustang Stocks, and we're going to do just a few things this evening. Going over some ideas that I had after reading the news, watching some videos online, just going through some charts. I'll talk to you about some of the things I plan on doing over the next couple of days, or at least for tonight. Nothing really. And I have a few items that are ending the end of the week, end of next week. Do some calls, RIOT, Mara. But after hearing the news today, with the analyst raising their estimate for Tesla up to $810, definitely wanted to take a look at Tesla, see if I can get into something reasonably priced. Because it's but a spread, a vertical spread kind of gets you the best of both worlds. One, it gives you risk level down a bit, and then and it also doesn't cost as much. Now you're drastically minimizing how much you can gain, but you can kind of take on a little bit more risk by just buying more lots. Now right now, I'm not going to bring up my screen, but just because I got too much stuff going on, the charts and everything. But I think you can get into a vertical spread fairly reasonably with Tesla. So let me see what we got. So a vertical spread with Tesla ending January 15th from, we'll say, well, let's just see what it is for 745 call and sell at 750. So a $5 spread, you can get $500. It'll cost you $203. So $203 to win $500. I might go that for 5 to 10 lots. Cost $200 per lot to win 500. So if I go in for 10 lots, 2,000 to win 5,000. That's not a bad deal. On average, you're looking at anywhere from a third to like 40%, when you do vertical spreads. So this is right at that 40%. It's really not a bad deal. I think I'm going to do this, and if you look at the chart definitely supports that. The news supports that. The vertical spread with the sell call option with a strike price of 750. That's all it has to go up to, is 750, and shit, we're already there. So this, we might have to take a look at this when the market actually opens. This might not be an option, but the 755. So it's it's no different. I'll do the buy call option with a strike price of 750, the sell call with a strike price of 755. Price goes up to 755. It costs me $200, and I get $500. Right? Do that 10 times, $2,000 for $5,000. Right, and that's kind of you're buying 10 for $1,000, and you're gonna walk away with $5,000, almost guaranteed. Obviously nothing's a guarantee. Tesla, a few bucks to make that a bad deal. So definitely gonna do that tonight. Guys, but regardless, this is January 15th. I have about it. Still not too. Excuse me. it's so volatile that into a vertical takes it. I know right when I sell it, as it breaches 755, that's my sell. Good. So no. Quickly, much gonna say. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, distance at what is that, about 740 bucks. A little bit of a jump, but like I said, if you're doing a vertical spread, $5 vertical spread, it doesn't need to go up and with Tesla. Point during today, I will probably hit the max. Now, it might not stay up at the max very long. It very well could just drop right back down, but just got to pay attention to it. Got to watch it. As soon as it hits that top mark for my the sell, then that's when you sell your option. Call it good. Walk away with 150, 200,000. So take a look at create. It's rolling that market for this week. Set it up for January 15th. Take the risk away. Cost a little bit more on premium, but probably 150% off that too. So the MACD for um, take a look at that's but either way, we're going to see the same. Right? So yep, sure enough. 35 on its way back up. Right, it's just gonna fall. You know, you know, you know. On there. But anyway, going 50 to 1900, break through and break up to 20, depending upon what Bitcoin does. So. To trade. I think we're looking at all-time highs of 20 over the next couple days. So, Mara was one. Term for QA. With US, so I went in and looked at the options that were available. That's a pre-market that I was looking at, so it might not be that accurate, but it was still very expensive. The premium was very, very high, which I thought was kind of weird. So I'll wait till the market opens again and just see if it's any different. So, but whatever. Mara, I'm already in something with Mara. One that ends at the end of this week, one that ends at the end of next week. Excuse me, and I think it's too. Oh, on the which is good. Good. I'll say about 1070 to 14, right? So that's a 50. I mean, this is almost high and tight flag type movement. So not quite that 100% that you expect to see with a high and tight flag, but this is like a pretty high and pretty tight flag, you know. And from about 14 down to 13. So again, the 5% consumption that you would flag, but here to see that we just look at $40 somewhere in there. That's where I'd expect to see it. And there's with RIOT going up at 1.272 line, about halfway, 14 down to 14, down to 15 or 14, and then possibly break through up to 15. So look out for that. Probably get for this too, but that looks promising as well. I do have a couple of items ending here shortly that are they're positive. Good. I wouldn't say anything crazy. GHIV, that's that Gores investment. That's I got that ending on the 15th, and that's positive. NNDM, that's barely positive, but I got that ending on the 15th too. So I got something long out to Nano out in August, which is good. You know which one I'm really waiting to come back is PLTR. Like that feel free to come back at any time. Yeah, so some ones that I have ending soon. I got RIOT, Neo, NNDM, another Neo. So I've got a vertical spread and a call for Neo and GHIV, and that's all I have ending between the 8th and the 15th. I'm going to pick some more RIOT, some Mara. And man. Like I don't know. Regardless, you definitely like be a line of support right around this 40. I do not expect to see it drop below there. Goes like I said, I think that 40, what did I say? Roughly 530. Yeah, 4530. Maybe if you go, you got it almost to the top there, bottom top here, all around that fit. So when it breaks through here, come back, starts reaching. Promising, right? Big. I'd say it's about $70 all the way up to, well, hell, if you call that 140, no, it's more like 35. Say 70 to 40. That's your 100%. A very for you all the way down. All right. Yeah. Not rough. Breaking the support. All right, so broke down the support. At this point, when the buyers are like, "Yep, this is where the bottom is," and from here back up, and I would expect to see start in a couple months. All right, this was. But yeah. 70. I don't think I'm looking at anything else either. Thing of interest in the news. That really piqued my fancy. Yeah. I got into Naked yesterday too, and actually did pretty well. Caught that right at the 30, about the 30 cent mark. Sold at the 45 cent mark. Bought back in right about 35, 36, and sold again a couple cents later. So actually did pretty good. Like 10,000 shares, I think, something like that. So I made some pretty good cash on that one. So tonight, it's already 9. So I'm gonna go take a nap before the market actually opens. Like I said, going in for probably a spread for Tesla, call options for RIOT and Mara, short term 2 weeks, and then probably getting into something. I just want to look at US and see what they have for long term. If they have something out to August or even into next year that has a decent premium and doesn't cost an arm and a leg, which once the market opened, with it going down as much as it has, and it only up 40, 60. And we'll see how it looks. I might get into something like that. We'll see. All right, this is going to be my last video for items that I'm doing this week. We don't do anything the last couple days of the market, except I might sell a couple puts. That's about it. So expect to see a YouTube video coming out tomorrow. I'll probably start getting into a little bit more in depth on training about options. So with your basic calls, and we'll go into buying a call, selling a call, and then buying a put, selling a put. We'll talk about some Greeks, and should be good. So if you have questions about options, definitely stay tuned to that video. That'll be a good video, I think. One of the ways that I kind of looked at it, buying shares is very similar to poker, right? Buying shares, you're playing Texas Hold'em, but when you're buying shares, you get to see everybody's cards, right? That's kind of how I equate it to. It's I get to see everybody's cards. Now, yeah, you lose even when you see everybody's cards. You don't see, you don't see the flop, the river, the turn, but you can make educated decisions on the flop. On, do I want to stay in or do I want to leave? Am I willing to take the risk? If I got something high, i.e. the share price is going way up, I'm more willing to accept a little bit more risk, so I want to see the turn card. Then I see the river. But likewise, or otherwise, I should say, if I see the flop and it looks like crap, or somebody else has a better hand because they can see everybody else, it might be time to go out. So that's kind of how I look at buying shares. Options is a little bit different. I kind of equate that to, you're still playing poker, you're still playing Texas Hold'em, but you only get to see one of everybody's cards. All right, so definitely more risk, but you can still make very educated guesses, and not even guesses, but educated decisions based on being able to see their one card. And that's how options are, right? I can pick options that are reasonably priced. The Greeks play in favor. The time period is long enough for me to get a good trend or feel a good trend, and I'm not doing something stupid like expecting to triple in price over the next 2 days, right? I don't expect by the end of the next couple of weeks. However, it very possibly could be something that happens in 2024, 2025, right? So a long-term option. So, but anyway, we hit about 30 minutes on this video, so I'm going to call this one good, and stand by to see the video tomorrow where we'll go more in depth about options. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, subscribe, like, hit me up. Definitely not a professional. I'm not a financial expert in any means, but I like to do this. It's fun. I like to help people out. I do it a lot at work. Actually, I do it almost every day at work. Anyway, make a lot of money. Later.